This is the first real playing test of the 69 Deluxe Reverb after all the stuff has been done to it. It's got new tubes in V1, V2, V3, and V4. The owner does not use the first channel. It's got all new electrolytic caps, all the DC's out, all the hum and buzz is gone. It's got a new speaker. The baffle is no longer falling apart. The speaker screws are actually tight now. The reverb tank has been installed correctly, though I still haven't secured the bag yet. That's coming. So there might be a little vibrational thing with the reverb here. It's got new reverb cables, though I've not tucked them away and done the clamps to the side of the cab yet. I'll do all that. I just want to make sure that everything's good and see if I need to go back in. And spoilers, I do. This is the first time I've really heard this amp playing through this cab with a working speaker. So, you know, the bench tells you some things, the amp itself tells you others. When I first hooked this up and I was getting ready to record this, I had a really strong vibration sound on low notes. And part of that was the cabinet was just rocking back and forth on its metal feet on the hardwood floor. The metal feet, the gliders, aren't on the same plane, so the amp had some wobbles. So for right now, I've got it up on two cardboard boxes to decouple it from the floor, and I still hear a low frequency kind of vibration on certain frequencies, and overall there's more white noise than I would like. So I think these are probably two different issues. I think one issue is the old 6V6s. Remember, this is the amp that smoked on a gig, and it's possible that one of those output tubes was the source of some of that smoke. I did not find any burn components in this amp, but you know, the filter caps were failing, the old speaker had died. If you're playing the amp at stage volume and the speaker cuts out, because that speaker just was not there anymore, the first thing that will take the hit is the output tubes or the output transformer. I think we're okay on the transformer. I think these 6V6s took a hit. And I think that's the source of the low frequency, fuzzy vibration sounds on certain notes. The white noise, this amp still has all its original plate resistors, and there are a couple of ceramic disc caps in the reverb circuit that could be contributing to that. I did not have the white noise when I put a tube into the normal channel, but there are many fewer components on the normal channel. So I will be going back in, but here's what the amp is sounding like at this point. And for those, not very many, but a few guys have said, enough with the Hendrix stuff, you play too much Hendrix. I like that stuff. I play what I want, man. You can hear it there on that G. I'm playing at the 4th fret on the low E string, but this guitar is tuned to E flat. Listen very closely here. You'll have to be on real speakers or headphones. But when I play this low G and then I'll play the G flat, there's just a kind of a little artifact on the note. I know it's not the speaker. I know it's not in the B+. It's not a filter cap or a bias cap or cathode bypass cap. That, I think, is the old output tubes, and I will find out soon. But other than that, the amp is sounding pretty darn good. If someone says stop playing Hendrix, I'll say no. If someone says stop playing Hendrix badly, point taken. But the hours I get to practice are very minimal these days, and I'm just very rusty. And when I have weird vibrational things like that, sometimes I'll play some complex chords that can be a little bit funky sounding if anything's amiss. So let's do a few of those on the neck pickup. That one, for whatever reason, like it, this is E flat and G, but you can do it with an E flat. Sorry, this is E flat and G flat, but you can do it with an E and a G. Low string open, 3rd fret on the 1st string. That'll tell you a lot about the filter caps in an amplifier. Now this is a Deluxe, so it's relatively low filtered. But if you have a failing filter cap, sometimes that'll just sound like a square wave. For whatever reason, you'll hear it beating against itself, and that's often a sign that a filter cap is too old, even if it has not failed yet. This sounds about right for a Deluxe Reverb. Now, you'll notice that the white noise is not that bad. Let me turn it up. Volume is at 3 there. Let me turn it up to 6. And there's the white noise of the amp with the guitar volume off. Not bad. I just know it can be better than that. And that might be one of a number of old carbon composite resistors. Now, the noise the guitar adds to it, even with these noiseless pickups, is because of the home electronics security system I have here. And I can find quiet positions and louder positions. Imagine how bad this is with single coils. Now that's at 4. Let me turn the reverb off and try that again. There's a quality to that attack. It's a little bit sawtoothy, a little bit unpleasant. It shouldn't be distorting like that at 4. There are terms that we use: gain, overdrive, distortion, and they mean different things, and people use them interchangeably, and I'm guilty of that as well. There's a clipping that's happening there at 4 that should not be happening at 4, and it should not be happening with those characteristics. Now, part of it's exacerbated by the fact that V1 is pulled from the amp, so V2 has the full V2B cathode to itself, which is usually shared with the V1B. So this tube in V1, the second stage, has more gain than in the stock. But I know what that should sound like, and this is just a bit more than that, and it's splatty, hard, grainy, however you want to describe it. And I know that's not the speaker because I've used the speaker in a lot of Deluxe Reverbs. And this is a very efficient 75 watt speaker, and that speaker is not going to be breaking up with anything a Deluxe Reverb throws at it. So I started this video saying there were two things I was going to look at: the low frequency vibration and some white noise. There's the third, that ugly character to when it does transition to break up and overdrive. The transition is abrupt and not beautiful, but I know I will get it, and the sound before that happens is quite lovely. And the old Gibbs tank is working quite well now that the DC's off the caps in that circuit and the cables are working. So I think all the work put into this amp so far has been very worthwhile, and the additional push over the top should make this thing as good as any pre-CBS Deluxe Reverb.